This is where the music matters. 94.3 The X. Front Range Alternative.
Psychic Marla Mitchell in the studio. Hey, Marla.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. So before we get to calls at 1-800-595-2943, wow, that was quick.
They're ringing.
They are ringing. Birthdays today in numerology. What year are they in and what does it mean?
Today is Wednesday, February 17th. So your birthday is hitting in a 1 year this year, which means last year you were in a 9. Mm-hmm. Lots of change, lots of letting go. Could be a very chaotic, crazy year last year. Now you're in a 1. It can still be kind of chaotic and crazy, but it's good because now all the stuff you let go of is going to be replaced with new, improved things.
Nice.
So new jobs, new relationships, new opportunities. Mm-hmm. And these things you don't have to go looking for per se. They will just kind of fall in your lap. And you'll be approached, or you'll just be walking along and you'll get a message, oh, I need to do that. And it's like luck is with you all year. It's awesome. A really good year. And the theme is just to create more satisfying things for yourself. And if there is still some things to let go of, like that relationship that you've been, stuck in, or that old job, continue letting those go so that you can bring in the richness of the 1. So you guys, you Aquarians, it's great. It's a 1 year for you today if you're born today. And it's an awesome year. I think I told Molly she's in a 1 year. It's like it's also a party your ass off year.
It is the party your ass off
because
year.
Because you're celebrating.
Yeah, totally. And definitely I'm feeling the effects of this 1 year already. I don't know if I can really go into detail on the air, but
you've got opportunities, girl.
Yeah,
they're
big
hitting.
Opportunities. It's 94.3 The X. We'll go ahead and get to calls now at 1-800-595-2943. If you want to talk to Marla, ask her pretty much anything, you can do so. You also have the chance to, if you want to, send us a Facebook message to our Facebook page, 94.3 The X. Calls coming in at 1-800-595-2943. 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Hi, my name is Michelle.
Hey, Michelle, what's your question for Marla?
I am looking for new opportunities as far as career and income, so I just kind of wanted to see what she had to say.
Interesting. What is your birth month and day?
February 28th.
2/20. Oh, it's my daughter's birthday. Cool. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you are in a 3 personal year, which is good. A 3 year is create the new version of you that you want. So this is all about your year to create what you want, who you are. It's like a reinvention of yourself, and it's a very social year, a very fun year. Last year you worked on relationships, and now you're in this very high creative social mode. I'm flipping some cards, so let's see what we get for career and finances. Awesome. I start off with an Ace of Wands, which is if you can think it, see it, believe it's possible, you can manifest it, and it's crossed with the Queen of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Money. And so it's like the Midas touch. So you definitely have the opportunity and the ability this year to bring in more money and a new job or new opportunities for you. You need to get out of the self-defeating mode. We all go there. Sometimes we think like, well, I don't have a degree, and why would I even go for that job? Or I don't have enough skills. Or so you need to get out of that mode and say, why not me? Why can't I? One time I got a job that I did not have a degree, and I got my way up into management without a degree at that time, and I beat out a gal who had a master's. A master's in journalism.
Nice.
And the reason I got the job was because of my enthusiasm. That's what the guy told me, the boss. He said, you got this because of your enthusiasm, so don't let me down. So you can get a job. Don't look at your competition. You can get this job or whatever you're going for if you have the belief in yourself and the enthusiasm, okay? They're showing some patience. There is a choice coming for you. You may get to choose between 2 jobs or have a choice of what direction you want to go, but it ends up on the High Priestess, which means you got it. This is good. Timeline. If I had to say, it feels like you're in place by June. Are you looking now?
Absolutely.
Okay, keep looking. Go after anything that catches your eye. Listen to messages you get. If you hear someone talking like, oh, there's an opening at such and such, or, go for it. I think there's, this sounds depressing, but I think they say if you put out 100 resumes, you'll get like 12 calls back. So put out 100 resumes, but since this is your creative year, you might get 30 calls back. So go for it.
There we go.
Be positive, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Michelle. It's 94.3 The X. Michelle gave us a call at 1-800-595-2943, 1-800-595-2943. You can also shoot us a Facebook message to us, 94.3 The X, 1-800-595-2943, Eclipses. We were talking about that off the air.
Yes.
So what's up with eclipses? What can they do for us? What kind of happens in the world?
Eclipses are awesome. Now, eclipses, that happens when the sun and when let me get my bearings straight here. It happens when the nodes are affected by a full moon or a new moon. And then that casts a shadow on the earth. And so what's happening is on March 8th, we have our solar eclipse, which is a new moon. And a solar eclipse is always about something new coming in. And so eclipses are very important because they bring big news, big events, big change, more than a normal new moon or full moon. And so this one is in the sign of Pisces, so it will affect a lot of people's hearts or relationships or how they feel about things. So March 8th, there's an eclipse coming in, and it's in the sign of Pisces. So if you are a Pisces, it will definitely affect Pisces, or if you have a Pisces rising sign. This will be about relationships usually because it's in Pisces and it's the heart affected one. You can get messages as early as, or signs like a month before the eclipse to up to a month after. And then the effects of that message or sign will last maybe 6 months. Then 2 weeks later, we have a lunar eclipse on the full moon. That's March 23rd. That's in Libra. So all you Libras, look out, okay? This one is, because it's a full moon, it's more emotional, okay?
Interesting.
More so than the new moon. And so being in Libra, it's going to be what's out of balance in my life, what needs to be changed, and it could be about relationships as well again. So keep that in mind. This could be a very emotional roller coaster for Pisces and Libras the next 6 months, but definitely the next month or so. Yeah, for getting messages and news and stuff. Now, it doesn't have to be bad news. Okay?
That's good.
Sometimes it is, but it doesn't have to be. It's usually the universe kind of giving you a bump aside the head and saying, all right, let's make some changes, right? Let's fix this.
Yeah.
On the new moon is when you want to make the change, and on the full moon, which is March 23rd, is when you want to finish it off or complete it. So it's also a good time, early March, if you want to quit smoking, change things in your life. It works great to start that on an eclipse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's good.
Wow. Psychic Marla Mitchell on 94.3 The X. She is here for the entire 8 o'clock hour. 1-800-595-2943 if you want to ask her a question or shoot us a Facebook message.
Don't want to creep you out or anything, but we're feeling the vibe right now.
You gonna listen to all that new rock alternative?
And I think you like us.
You wanna split it?
94.3 The X, Front Range Alternative.
94.3 The X. Who's this?
This is Suzanne.
Hey, Suzanne. What's your question for Marla?
I'm wanting to know when I'm going to be relocating.
Okay.
Moving.
Good morning, Suzanne.
Good morning.
I know who you are.
No, I can't be sneaky, can I?
Well, I happen to know a lot of my clients' voices. As they know mine, I had a client who, for some reason, she was unaware I was on the radio, and she's driving along in Fort Collins, and she's listening to the station, and she goes, "That sounds like Marla's voice." And then you come on and go, "Thanks, Marla," and she goes, "Oh my God." So, yeah, some of us have really distinctive voices. Okay, Suzanne, let's look at relocation for you. Okay, very nice. Abundance is flowing in, girl. So this is good. A change is in the works. We got the World card, happiness. Oh, it's not going to happen as quick as you want. I know you want it today.
Oh, God, yeah.
I know you do. Trying to think. Give me your month and day of birth.
July 29th.
Okay, so that's but you're in your 9 year. Okay, so this is your year of major change. This is your year. You could move this year, but the cards aren't showing it right away. There's a lot depending on it. It could be as soon as you get more financial backing, from the mail.
I can't really stay here. I mean, it's
I understand your personal life. You need to move. Let me just tune in. Look at the months. If I had to say, it's weird. I get like a leapfrog effect. So I feel like early summer, like May, June. And then I feel something else right after your birthday, like in August. So it's almost like you may move and then you'll move again. So it could be like you move somewhere and you stay temporarily, and then you find a place to where you can lease it or buy it, and then you make a permanent home after your birthday. So a lot of this, though, the cards are showing the change is there. I got the change card and I got the victory card for moving, but it's all about you. So your attitude, your fears. A lot of times we keep ourselves stuck because we're being hard on ourselves or because we're caught in fear. So I guess my guidance to you, if you want to speed this up, if it's possible, just don't beat yourself up for the past choices you've made, all right? Give yourself credit for the lessons you've learned, because, I've talked about how many lessons you've learned, a lot, okay? And give yourself a pat on the back for the growth. And that, okay, I've learned this lesson, and now I'm just going to be open to wherever Spirit wants me to go. Okay?
Okay.
And
I'm cool temporary, because I just got to get out of here. That's for sure.
I understand. I know you need to get out of there. I think it's a good idea. Just don't rush into anything. Now, keep in mind, we've got Mercury retrograde coming up again, April 28th to May 22nd.
That's quick.
So don't sign any leases or anything during the month of May. So that could be, too, where you might be a temporary thing where you come here or somewhere else and you hang with someone, sleep on their couch or whatever, and then you wait to sign a lease after May 22nd, okay?
Okay.
And that's true for anyone listening. You don't want to sign contracts during retrograde because it means redo, rethink, reevaluate, and your mind's all cluttered during that time. But it's okay to move. It's just don't make it a permanent situation until you know more after retrograde, okay?
Okay.
So it's coming. Just be really good to yourself.
We'll try.
All right. Thanks, Suzanne.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. It's 94.3 The X. Psychic Marla Mitchell in the studio. Suzanne called us at 1-800-595-2943. 1-800-595-2943. She can help you out with pretty much anything. If you're looking to relocate to or have
spirit animal.
Yeah, spirit animals too.
Yeah, I had a gal last night, and she's always had a leopard, and she was asking me, is my leopard in the room? And I said, no, you have a penguin. And she's like, a
like
penguin?
Night and day.
I go, yeah, I've rarely seen a penguin.
That's
and so
funny.
she looked it up, and she sent me the email, and she goes, oh my God, it fits so perfectly with the changes I've made. Yeah.
Wow. 1-800-595-2943, 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Hi, this is Claire again. I called last week, and you drew the Death card, the Chaos card, and the Seven of Pentacles. That doesn't seem too good to me. Can you
Well, it does sound scary,
a little?
doesn't it? It sounds terribly scary. Well, let's just do another reading and see if I pull the same or similar message. I don't remember, when I do readings, even with a lot of my regulars, I don't remember a lot because I'm usually in a trance state when I give a reading. So, and that's actually good for you because if I get the same thing again, it's not me, I don't take notes. So let's just see what I get for you, Claire. Was this a cold reading I did?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what we get. Now, just in general, while I'm pulling cards, a death card doesn't always mean, oh, you're going to die. It means rebirth. It means change, usually on a major scale.
It could also mean death, too.
Well, it can. Now, I've been doing this full-time 16 years, and I think only 2 or 3 times have I had the death card mean death. And it wasn't the client. It was like a grandparent, okay?
Oh,
So
okay.
I've never have had a client die on me when I
good.
pulled a death card, okay? And
Do I get to pick somebody?
Sometimes I wish I could pick somebody for that death card.
No, and I've had the death card for myself a lot, and I always get excited because it means, I get to do something new.
And you pulled the death card for me a few weeks ago, and yesterday
You
it
got
just
the news.
Yeah, I got the news. It all made sense, and
it was
I'm
good
still
news.
alive. Yeah, it was good news. It was good news.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I've been pulling it for my husband, and he's been getting the death card, and I know he's not going to die. So that means stuff changing for him too. So don't worry about the death card if I ever pull a death card for anybody. Now, you do have change coming, Claire. I didn't pull the death card, but I do pull sorrow, which is similar with the lover's card, which is a card of choice. So you have a major decision coming your way, and it's regard a move or a change in your income. I don't know if you're changing jobs or wanting to move, but it does show positive results from this change. You are striving for peace and balance in your life, and you need to keep working on a new version of you, like changing your thoughts, changing your habits. Are you coming off a negative relationship?
Sort of. I've been here for 2.5 years. My husband dumped me.
Okay. Okay. Are you still beating yourself up over that?
No, I am happy that happy, actually.
Okay, good. Because, even when we wanted the relationship to end, and I speak from my own experience as well as my clients, even when we want the relationship to end, there's still some sorrow and some heartache, like, what's wrong with me, or why didn't that work, or why can't I find love? All those things. Why did I pick the wrong person? We ask that ourselves a lot. And who says it's the wrong person? Who says you didn't learn the lesson you're supposed to learn? So let that heartache, anger, beat yourself up attitude go. You have something new coming in. It looks like a move and or a change in your finances for the better. You have to let go of control. What's your sign?
Pisces, March 4th.
You're the Pisces. Oh, wow. Well, you have an eclipse coming up in your sign. You know that, right? Did you hear earlier?
No, I didn't know that, no.
March 8th, Pisces has a solar eclipse. Now, if your birthday is on or near an eclipse, hang on. That's good. Okay.
I'll hang on.
Hang on. Hang on meaning don't hang on like in desperation. Hang on like, oh my God, the Earth's gonna rock and roll. Okay. Yeah, that's like that death card. That's like that death card I pulled last week, meaning nothing's going to be the same. Now, I'm not going to say on that day heaven's going to open up and all this, lightning's going to hit you. I'm saying
like nobody's going to pull up with the limo and say, get in. Right?
No, this is not Pretty Woman. No. Not at all. Life doesn't work that way.
Thank you very much. What you just said made a lot of sense to me, and I feel a lot better.
Stay hopeful, be open, keep asking Spirit, how can I serve? How can I give back? How can I be the best version of me? And be very open. You have change coming. You may get messages as early as a month ahead to a month after, and this is your year of change. It's good.
Well, it does sound good.
Okay, hang in there, Claire. Just be willing to let go. Let go, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Right, thanks,
Bye-bye.
Claire. Now I remember Claire. I thought I recognized her voice. When she called last week, she said, "I'm Claire. I'm a Pisces."
Oh yeah,
I loved that.
And she sounded like, I think, was she the one that came from New York? I think so.
Did she? I can't remember that detail.
And her accent made me think, she's the New York mover. So.
That's funny.
Okay.
All right, we have another call. 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Lynn?
Hey, Lynn. What's your question for Marla?
I was just curious. You mentioned spirit animals, and I was curious if there's something relevant for me right now that would give some light into what part of spirit I need to be looking for to move through transition.
Okay, Lynn, right off the bat, when you said spirit animal, I closed my eyes because, like I said last week, I like to see what pops in the room because I'm really aware of energy and spirits. And the first thing I saw was a white tiger, not a Bengal tiger, a white tiger. And it's big. And I know white tigers are rare. So you might want to look up tiger, and if it does talk about, I think they're Siberian tigers, right? If they're white. So look that up if you can and see what that means, the tiger and even the Siberian version of it. And then you want to know what's coming up in your life. Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me do a quick cold reading. All right. So, okay. Right off the bat, you pull the Donald Trump card. Oh, my. That makes everybody laugh. And I kid you not, I named this
They
card.
either laugh or they get scared.
Yeah. I dubbed this card Donald Trump way back in 2001 before he ever was,
Political
or as famous as he is now. Okay. Naturally, the Donald Trump card stands for ego, right? We all know the man has an ego. So you need to work on letting go of ego. Not that yours is near as big as his, but we all have an ego, and we need the ego to be in our human body. But the ego gets in the way. We tend to want to control everything because we're afraid of just letting... Oh, she's laughing. Okay, good. Because you understand that? Control. Okay. The reason we control is because we're afraid to let someone else or spirit guide us, right? We want to be in control so that we know what's coming, so that we can avoid pain, disaster, and suffering. Well, that doesn't ever happen. We always have suffering. All of us do. So you have a new beginning coming. The sooner you let go of control and just open up to, how can I serve? What can I do? How can I be the best version of me? You will start getting signs and messages, whether it's from people like myself, friends. One gal had an internet message. She wanted to be a nurse, and she was questioning whether she should quit her job and go back to nursing school. And I kid you not, you know how there's pop-ups on your internet screen? Sometimes they pop up. She was surfing the internet, and up popped, have you thought of nursing school? I kid you not. And she had to call me. She had to call me and say, was that a sign? Oh, my God.
That's interesting, because I was a nurse and I gave that up to do a profession that is much more passion driven.
Okay.
So that's interesting.
That I'm talking about nursing. No, it's not to me. Okay. So you have some messages coming. You need to follow your dreams, follow your passion. So if you're doing what you love, great. Continue to do that. You also have a tendency to set yourself up with expectations, like most of us, and then you get disappointed when they don't happen when and how you want them. So let go of expectations. You have a decision coming. Let's see. Are you a Leo? What's your sign?
I am a Leo.
Oh, wow.
July 24.
Holy cow. Thank you. Okay. I don't know how I knew that. So anyway, I got the Leo sign. And so there's a decision coming. Let me think when that's going to be. Hold on. It feels like, again, like I was telling a previous caller, there's sometimes leapfrog effects in life. So I feel something for you as well. And she was a Leo, come to think of it. So this might be a Leo thing that's happening this year, where you have something early summer, and then you have something after, like in August, that's coming for you as well. So this might be something very common to the Leos. If all your Leos are listening and you're wanting change, something with the sign that might be a very generic thing coming in is change in the early summer, and then it finalizes in August. So you have some change coming. Whenever you want to make a decision, remember, if you take your ego out of it, if you let go of fear and worry and anger and all the what ifs and what are people going to think, if you just can push that aside and say, what would I do if I wasn't afraid?
Okay.
And then you get your answer. You got it?
Wow. That's perfect.
Okay.
I have a lot to marinate on there. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Lynn.
All right. Thanks. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Hi, my name's Anna.
Hey, Anna, what's your question for Marla?
Well, I am hoping to figure out my future love life.
Okay.
Is there somebody in this future love life, or are you single?
I am single. I have been stuck for the last year with a younger man that is
You cougar. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, basically that's it.
I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. Okay. So you're wanting to know if there's someone a better match for you, or if the younger man is the match? Or?
Well, I would like to know why I'm so stuck on this guy. So,
okay, let's no more words except what's his first name. Give me a fake one if you want.
Milton.
Milton, that's a good one. Okay. Because just people listening, last week we had a gal who gave her real name, and she was very embarrassed. So know that when you call, you are live.
Yeah.
And give a fake name if you don't want anyone to recognize you. Okay.
Thank you.
So Anna and Milton, let's look at why you were so stuck on this man. Okay. I like Milton.
Me too.
Although I feel sorry for his name. Okay. Oh, my. Oh, my. It's not going to last, girl. You're going to break up with him. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, because I got the death card. And
Perfect.
oh, boy.
Oh, man.
So I'm just looking at the cards. There's ego involved. Let me put you guys on a teeter-totter. That's usually the best thing. So Milton and Anna, how long have you been dating him?
A little over a year.
Okay. You know, he's just waiting for you to let him go. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Not that he's not attracted to you, but this feels very like friends with benefit kind of thing. And he's just kind of waiting for you to get tired of him or let him go. He's not like head over heels gaga in love, which is what you want, which is what you deserve. He's just in it for the fun, and maybe you are too, and there's nothing wrong with that. Two consenting adults can do whatever the heck they want, but you are wanting something more, I'm going to use the word secure, more longevity, so to speak, same thing, something with more meaning or deeper meaning, and it's not there. It's very surface or superficial with him. I don't know. Maybe you're hanging in for the sex. I don't know what you're doing. But it is going to end. And as soon as you let that go, I'm pulling some more cards. Ooh. Within 9 months or less, because I pulled a pregnancy card, you have a wonderful person coming in. So oftentimes we hang on to relationships because, especially if we're older, and I don't mean anything by that because I'm way over 40, but if we're over 40, we sometimes, a lot of women think, oh, I'm going to end up alone because the stats are against me, you know, I'll never meet the right guy. But that's not true. And so if you can just get over that hang up, well, maybe this is my last chance. Maybe this is the last time I'll have really great sex. Maybe this is, you know, the last time someone will really like me. You need to let that fear go. And as soon as you let that go and just trust that you deserve to be in a very meaningful relationship, you've got one coming in less than a year.
That sounds fantastic.
Okay. And I'm not saying if he's going to be younger or older. It doesn't matter. Age to me is not a number, or is a number. It just doesn't matter. Let me just see if I can picture him. Hold on. Well, he definitely feels to be mature for his age. So, and they're showing, they're making me think he is going to be older. So you're going to go from younger to older. I'm not saying, 40 years older, because that would be way too old. So just kind of wait and see. It could just be someone who may be younger but more mature for his age. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Hang in there, Anna, and let go of the toy and start working towards something more meaningful.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, thanks, Anna.
Alternative for the Front Range.
You gotta open up his eyes to the music.
94.3 The X.
Psychic Marla Mitchell in the studio. 1-800-595-2943. Got a couple people hanging on. 94.3 The X. Who's this?
This is Cynthia.
Hey, Cynthia. What's your question for Marla?
I was actually just kind of hoping for a cold reading.
All right. Let's see what we get.
Okay.
Okay. Good cards. I'm going to keep laying them out here. Ooh, you pulled the death card and the tower. Holy cow. What's your, lots of change coming. What's your birth month and day?
September 16th.
9/16. So you are a Virgo, my dear.
Yeah.
So, okay, and that is, okay. So, like me, you were in a 7-year this year, right?
Okay.
So a 7 personal year, and next year you'll be in 8. Last year you were in a 6. So a 7 year is a year of, it can be a year of really going inward, sometimes just wanting to be alone more than normal. Virgos like their alone time. We tend to like to be with ourselves. And so you may really enjoy that even more this year. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you or that you're turning into a hermit. You're just, you're just enjoying your quiet time. It's also a year of huge spiritual and inner growth. So if there's some things you want to change about yourself, like habits, things like that, it's very beneficial. Now, the other stuff coming in, though, because I am pulling the Death and the Tower card back to back, those two are major cards. And you have, it's of your choosing. You have something you're going to, if you let go of control, you have something that you will choose to let go of that will be major. A job, a relationship, something very important in your life is definitely going to shift and change. Now, this doesn't have to be bad or scary, but change can be scary to all of us if you're not willing to accept it or embrace it. It's going to end, there's going to be some drama around it, and it's going to end with, wow, 2 aces. If I was in Vegas, holy cow. Okay, so you end it with 2 aces, money ace and spirit ace. So Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. The decision to let go of whatever this is, I highly recommend that you do think seriously about quitting that job or leaving that relationship or whatever this change is. It's going to be very beneficial for you, as in starting over in a really good place in your life. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Have you been avoiding the change?
Yes, for about 4 years.
Okay. Well, this is your year to act on it, or at least think more about it, because you're in your 7, which is thought, intellect, going inward. So do some serious thinking. I'm not saying, oh, you have to, but I'm saying if you do, it is going to end up very beneficial after the drama finishes, after the drama, kind of weans out. Let me just look at the timeline. Oh, it's all going to hit a big snarl like late summer. Big snarl, like right around your birthday. I'm sorry. So if you want to start working on it now and avoid, having a lot of drama around your birthday, you could start working on it now, working gradually towards that decision. But it is very beneficial. And they're saying the sooner the better. I pull swiftness. So if you've been stuck and avoiding something that you know is coming, try to get past it. Let go of your fears. Ask yourself, if I wasn't afraid, what would I do? Okay? And then start making those decisions. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I couldn't give you really good news. Sorry. All right?
It helps. Definitely helps.
You're welcome.
Right, thanks.
Bye.
It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
This is Travis.
Hey, Travis, what's your question for Marla?
Well, I was curious about a full reading and also about my spirit animal.
Your spirit animal. Okay. I definitely have an animal crawling around in here. Hold on, let me look at what it is. It's not something big. Okay, it's got a raccoon tail. I'm going to say raccoon.
Okay.
Okay. I hope you like raccoons.
Well, I'm a country boy. So.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. So what you can do is Google raccoon. You can say raccoon spirit animal or raccoon animal totem, and it'll have like 10 sites pop up, and you can read them all, and it'll say, if a raccoon's in your life, here's what you're learning. Here's the message. Okay?
Okay.
Now let me do a reading for you. Okay. Donald Trump. There you go. So that's about ego, which we all have. So whenever the ego card comes up, it's about learning to just let go of control and trying to let things flow the way they're supposed to. It's like if you think about what a beaver does. A beaver builds a dam in a river, and then it creates all these little detours for the water to go, because it's controlling the way of the river. That's what we're doing with our life. When we put up a dam and we try to control things, we create all these little detours for ourselves and added lessons and drama. So the sooner we can let go of control and let the river of life flow easier, the way it's naturally supposed to, we have less dams and buildup and detour and drama. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay, so you do have some change coming. It's a Tower card, no Death card, but the Tower card means just about the same, but it's your choice. So you are going to make some choices to make some major change in your life this year. It looks to be positive for the most part. Finances look really good, and or health as well. Are you in a relationship?
I just met somebody a little over a month ago.
Okay. Did you want to give me a fake name?
Yeah, his name's Timo.
Okay, Timo. Interesting. I feel that, well, it feels like he's more interested in you than you are in him.
Wow.
Okay? So at least right now, because I see him solidly on the teeter-totter, and I feel you more transparent. So either this could be one of two things. It could be that he's more interested in you, or that you have more fears than he does, or more...
Well, you said it.
Okay. So if you can, like I talked about ego, if you can let go of your fear, throw caution to the wind, and just say, follow your heart. And don't let your baggage keep you from something that could be very good, because he is very interested. Okay?
Okay.
And see what happens. Now, love is love. And with love comes heartache, heartbreak, but also wonderful, intense passion and love that can be lasting. You're never going to know unless you go for it. So I say go for it.
Okay.
But
I think so too.
Okay, just try to let your fears go, one at a time. And one thing you can also do, I tell people this, is if you've met someone new and you're wondering if you should keep investing time in them, right? If they're good for you. But each time before you go to meet that person, before your date, just ask Spirit or higher power, please give me a sign that this person is for my highest good. Okay?
Okay.
And that way, if the date goes great, you'll know that Spirit wants you to keep coming back and coming back for more. If the date goes horrible, then that's your sign, and you need to let go. Okay?
Okay.
Just ask before you go on the date. If this is for my highest good, give me a sign. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Travis.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yep, bye. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
This is Gary.
You said Gary?
Yes.
Hey, Gary, what's your question for Marla?
I just kind of want to know what's going to happen here in a little while. Just kind of general stuff.
Okay.
Like today, or you mean in a little while, like this next year?
Like in about a couple of months, or this year.
Okay. All right.
I thought he was going to say in a couple minutes.
I
I'm like,
That's a little quick for me. All right, so let's see what we get. There's some Pisces energy coming in. Are you a Pisces, yes or no?
I am not.
So there's drama coming in your life then. Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
Nope.
Yeah, no one likes drama. Well, some people do, but okay. Some people thrive on it. Okay, we do have change coming, and it does feel to be around a female or relationship-oriented. Does that make sense?
Well, not really, because I'm single.
Is there someone you're interested in?
No.
Not yet. Okay. Give me your birth month and day.
8/7.
8/7. Another Leo. Okay, so you are in a 6-year, which is a good relationship year. There is change coming your way. It's regarding, so unless you work, do you work with a female?
I do not.
Okay, good. So this definitely, okay, so it's either one or two things. There's a change coming your way, and there's drama coming with it. You're going to need to speak your truth and be very honest and have high integrity, right? It never bodes well to lie, even white lie or anything like that. Just be honest as you can. You're going to come out just fine from this change. If you're expecting something to hit the fan, it is going to hit the fan, and it's going to be drama, but it's going to be okay. You will be asked to let go of something. And it could just be the ego, and admit this or cough that up, okay? If it's female related, she is a drama queen, and do not get involved with her. You understand?
Yes, I do.
So if you meet someone in the next couple months and she seems to be the cat's meow, I would I would steer away, okay?
Okay.
So it's one of those two things, or maybe both. Okay, so I guess my suggestion is to let go of ego, be very honest, and whatever comes up, just remember what goes around comes around. And if you operate from integrity right off the bat, then you will get that same energy back at you. Okay?
Oh, well, that's good then.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
That moment when you remember there's a station that plays the kind of music that makes you feel good.
Okay. Now I get you. That's cool.
94.3 The X, Front Range Alternative.
Psychic Marla Mitchell in the studio for just a few more minutes. She's in every Wednesday for the entire 8 o'clock hour at 1-800-595-2943. Before we get to calls, I want to get to this Facebook message before we run out of time. It's from Crystal. She had a few questions here. First of all, she wanted to know what year in numerology she is. Her birthday is October 23rd.
1023. So that's a 6. She is in a 6 personal year.
Okay.
And Crystal, a 6 personal year is one I just came out of. A 6 year can be reinvent yourself. Be very good to yourself, self-nurture. So if you want to get on a really good health kick, it's great to do it this year, to lose weight, to quit any bad habits. It's also a good year for family and relationships. So you may be expected to help out more or be more supportive with family members. Use your good judgment. It's good and beneficial to do that, but you can also go overboard with the 6 and wear yourself out or get resentful. So just know that people will want more from you in a relationship year, but it's also the year to just be really strong and reinvent yourself.
Which relationships leads to her next question.
Okay.
She's with someone, and she said that they have big plans, but wanted to know if you see that.
Does she give a name for him? And if she does, make up one for me.
She did. Let me. Okay. Yes, it's Kirk.
Kurt. Okay. So let me put you guys on a teeter totter, Crystal and Kirk. Kurt or Kirk?
Kirk.
Kirk with a K, like Captain
Yes.
Kirk. Okay,
Yes.
Here we go. Crystal and Kirk. Oh, he's getting down on one knee, my dear. So I do feel marriage. I do feel, and if not marriage, definitely a more serious commitment. He gets down on one knee. So if you haven't been proposed to yet, he's going to, or he's going to offer, move in with me or something like that. Okay?
Okay.
A serious
There we
commitment
go.
coming.
There
Yes.
we go. All right. And she also asked about her employment. She's looking for some kind of change.
Okay.
And do you
So
see,
real
do you
quick,
see, or what do you see?
if there's a new job. I'll do it real quick because we have a lot of calls coming in. So, light at the end of the tunnel means if she's been in a stuck position at work or something like that, it does feel to be that things are going to break through for her. She pulled a number 6, which means this is a year to also reinvent what she wants to do for a career. So it does look positive. It's all based on her self-esteem. If she feels like she's worthy and that she can, go after that job with confidence, then do it. Looks good.
All right, good. That is for Crystal. She sent us a Facebook message at 94.3 The X, and we'll get right back to calls. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Hello, my name is Willow.
What'd you say your name is?
Willow.
Willow?
Willow. Nice name.
What's your question for Marla?
My question for Marla is, I just kind of want to know where my path is going.
Path. Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's going somewhere. All right, let's see where it's going.
Yeah.
All right, let's look. We all are on path. It's never that we're not on path, but sometimes our path is very jagged. Like I was talking about earlier, if we use control and we kind of dam up the flow of our life, we then start taking all these detours. And it takes us a little bit longer to get further down the path. So you definitely were jammed up, but you've broken through. So you've made some changes in the last 6 months to get yourself back. Good. You did good because you've got yourself back on a very more straight path. Remember to always take the high road. And that's one of the hardest things to do. When you have somebody in your face and arguing or accusing you, we want to get defensive and we want to say something back. And this is more about you just taking the high road and not engaging that drama or that person.
Totally.
Finances look much better. They're going to improve. If you've been worried about money, they're going to get better. And then I also feel if you've had, now, are you a Libra by any chance or a Sag?
I'm Cancer.
You're the Cancer.
I'm
Okay.
June 25.
Okay, so I'm pulling Libra and Sag, which is about relationships and balance in relationships. So are you in a relationship?
No, just
Okay.
got a divorce.
Okay, good. Okay, I mean, well,
Yeah.
I mean, good. I'm sorry.
It can lead to
That
good
sounded
things.
terrible. I'm sorry.
It can lead to good things, though.
Well, yeah, because I said
believe
good
in that.
because that's the changes you made that were positive. So,
Oh, for sure.
you know, while
Thank
divorce
you.
is painful, it does mean that, you know, things weren't working and you were stuck. So good that you made the changes that were right for you. The legal matters, that's the Libra card is legal, is they're going to work out or continue to work out in your favor. So you made a good choice. And keep working on that. But all in all, I pulled the Wheel of Fortune. Like, look out. Here comes the world. It looks really good. Okay?
Oh, my. I'm so smiling. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Aw.
Thanks, Willow.
Wow. Thank you.
Yep,
So
thank
that's
you.
Good. Yeah.
Okay, it is
That
good.
is good. Thanks, Willow. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Hi, this is Bo. I actually wanted to give Marla some feedback.
Please do.
Okay.
A few months ago, probably November, December, you did when you first started doing the numbers with the radio, you did mine, and you had talked, I'd asked about job and career, and you had said, come February, something really fabulous would be presented, and that would be what I was waiting for. And I'll be honest, I'm really skeptical. And
most people are.
So I kept looking anyway.
Good.
And had a job interview, was offered the position on the spot, and it was exactly kind of what I've been looking for and what I've wanted, and it's been a wonderful opportunity. I'm still kind of getting everything going with the new job, but it was what I needed.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so happy for you. That's
So
great.
I was really excited, and I was just like, hey, you were right.
That's the second time today I've heard that because Molly told me something I predicted for her, and it came true. So thank you. Now, I'm not taking credit because I work with guides, so I am a channel through them, and I just
You listened well.
Exactly. I interpret what I feel and what I hear. But thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that, and maybe it helps other people have hope if they're wanting change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And because I was like, oh my God, February feels like a really, really long time away.
Mm-hmm. But it was worth the wait, right?
It was. The opportunity I was given made it worth the few months of trying to figure everything out. It's been really good.
Well, thank you, Vo. Thanks so much for the feedback.
Thank you, and y'all have a wonderful day.
Thanks. You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
This is Don.
Hey, Don. What's your question for Marla?
My question is love life. What's in store for me?
Okay.
Okay. Are you currently in a relationship, yes or no?
No, I am not.
You're just looking for love. Okay, let's see what we get.
Yes.
And it's interesting, we have a lot of love calls today because,
We do.
Valentine's Day just passed, and maybe a lot of people were alone for Valentine's Day. So let's see what we get. Okay, Pisces coming in. Are you a Pisces, yes or no?
No.
Okay, that's drama. All right, so there's some sadness. There's some sorrow that is you're working through or letting go of, or doubt and fears. There's a choice. Okay, so I ask this a lot of people when they're looking for love. I say, well, do you really want it? Because that's the feeling I'm getting here. It's like you say you want love, but are you willing to really let go of your fear and go through? Because love is work. Being in love, being in a relationship, you have to work on it every day, and you have to work on yourself more than anything. Are you wanting that? Because the cards are showing different.
I go back and forth. You're totally right.
Okay. So when you decide you are ready, when you decide you really want it and you want to work on yourself and your baggage, because that's what a relationship is about. You work on your baggage and yourself, and you trust that they work on their baggage. And then while you're both working on it, you can then build this other bridge together. So as soon as you feel more in tune with and ready to choose the work on yourself and the relationship part of it, it comes through just fine. I get the Sun, which says, yes, you have love coming. Now, you are capable of being in a very committed, good, strong relationship. So there's no doubt there that you have room in your heart and you have the ability to do this. It's just you wanting to choose it. You really, really, I don't know what happened in your last relationship, but it was pretty bad. Would you agree?
Yes, I would agree. It was a horrible marriage.
Very
and,
bad.
Yeah, a lot of abuse.
I pulled the devil
Trying to
card.
Get out.
Yeah, the devil card. Not that your ex was a devil. Maybe,
Some exes are.
Maybe they were, but the devil card just shows karma. So do not go into that fear that, oh, the next relationship's going to be just as bad. Oftentimes we bring in a relationship to help it that has this kind of karma to help us work on our stuff and to also, if you believe in past lives, work through something that happened between the two of you before. And once that karma is done and you've healed it, you need to get out of it, which you did. So take, what's the word I want to use? Take pride, take hope that you healed that karma. Okay, you're finished with it. You don't have to hold on to it anymore, and you can let go of the past, and you don't have to go through that kind of drama again. Okay, you're done with that. That's good news. Breathe. Just let that go. You healed some karma. It was a nasty but very learning relationship, very valuable for you and this other person. And now the sun is out. I got the sun card and virtue, meaning you can be who you truly are, be loved for who you are, and not have to be afraid anymore. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, yes, love is coming. Let me give you a timeline. If you decide to choose it and keep doing the work on yourself and let go of your fear, you can find love as early as June.
June.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks, Don.
Thanks. It's 94.3 The X, Front Range Alternative, psychic Marla Mitchell. We've run out of time, but you'll be back next week.
I'll be back next week, and we'll be 1 week closer to an eclipse. Hang on, people.
Yay! If people want to get in touch with you, how can they do so?
My office number is 970-223-3457. That's 970-223-3457. I take appointments. I work Monday through Thursdays.
All right.
9 to 6.
And you're at marlamitchell.com as well.
Right.
All right.
I do not work weekends. No.
Gotta keep those weekends
Gotta
free.
keep my boundaries.
Unwind.
Spend some time with my love, with my husband. Yes.